Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mindle podcast. You're listening to episode 4, Do Women Make Better Leaders Than Men? With founder and CEO of Natural Wonders, it's none other than Raihan Jasmine herself.
Hey, hello.
So, joining us today in this episode is me, Farhan.
I'm Emin.
And I'm Raihan. Hi.
So, in this episode, we're going to dive deep into the business of Natural Wonders and how it started with none other than Raihan Jasmine herself, which is also her birthday today. So,
Happy birthday, Raihan.
So, it's somewhat like commemorating a 10-year anniversary for the business. And a lot of our questions are from our viewers, and we'll definitely be trying to answer all of them in this one episode. So, without any further ado, let's have a little bit of a intro about Raihan Jasmine for those who don't know.
Raihan, the founder of Natural Wonders, Bachelor in Biochemical Biotech Engineering from International Islamic University Malaysia, or UIA. And some accomplishment from Natural Wonder, and I think it's really impressive that you've been featured in New Straits Times newspaper, Body, Mind and Soul magazine, Japanese magazine and blog, and several other online beauty blogs. And your first physical store was in Lalaport, KL in 2022, and you were nominated for Super Brand Award 2022 and 2023, opened an official HQ in Bukit Julutong in 2023. Wow.
That's quite an accomplishment. Impressive. Amazing. So, if we're not mistaken, the business has been running basically 10 years now, right?
Not quite actually. We will hit our 10th year anniversary by next February, next year.
Oh, cool. So, means the business started in 2015.
Okay. Oh, too long.
That means, how old were you when you started the business?
I think I was 23. Because next year I'm gonna turn 33, so 10 years before that must be 23.
Oh,
wow, we're so young.
23 is not that young, right?
So what makes like a 23 years old lady decided to make a business, to jump into a business world?
Okay, so basically it all started as a hobby. I never actually planned to start a business out of selling skincare products.
Yeah.
Because I've been experimenting with traditional and handmade skincare products since after I graduated high school when I was 17. After SPM, basically between the timeline between after SPM and before the university intakes. So we got about 4 months of holiday at the time, and I didn't work anywhere because my parents didn't let me.
Okay.
But so I used that time to explore the traditional skincare world because I've always been interested in skincare. And at that time I was like really, really curious because I sort of like questioned myself. Back then, before there was such thing as international skincare or like just regular skincare products in the stores, right?
Yep.
Before all of that happened, what were the people in the village or in Malaysia generally were using to treat their skin? Because obviously they had beautiful glowing skin.
Yeah.
But they weren't using any store-bought chemical-based products. So what did they do? So that really sort of intrigued me, and I had a lot of time to spare.
Okay.
So I went around, I asked my mom about what she did to take care of her skin when she was younger.
Yeah.
And then she told me a bunch of stuffs, like she used rice to cleanse her face, to do a face mask, and also to exfoliate. So basically she just gathered any...
So do you cook the rice first or just...
Oh, no. Oh, but there is a recipe that where people actually cook the rice and then apply the cooked rice on the face. But my mom's recipe was the dry, raw rice, uncooked rice. You just like roast it up a little without oil.
Yep.
And then you grind it into a powder form, but not too powdery. And then you apply that. You put a little bit of water or a little bit of honey to use as a face mask, or to use as a cleanser, or to use as a face scrub.
Okay.
because you still get the grains from the rice, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So that was one thing. And then another cool thing is that she told me when she was younger, she used to pluck those hibiscus flowers, the bunga raya, right? Apparently those things are really good for your hair. And how was I supposed to know? I was a city girl. We did not have bunga raya in our house. But she told me that was a thing that people did back in the days. They would smash up the flower and then until it turns into a paste, and then you apply it to your roots, your hair roots, and it will allow your scalp to generate healthier hair and darker hair. So that's what they used to do.
Oh.
So, but the things were limited. The things that my mom taught me were limited because I guess she she didn't know much either.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, who was from Johor, she also passed away when I was very, very young. So I did not get the opportunity to ask her about all the traditional remedies for skincare. So I used up that time to just, explore YouTube. I read a lot of natural skincare blogs. I just did my own little research at home about traditional remedies, especially in the Asian countries.
Okay.
And that's when it really piqued my interest. Like, oh my God, we're in an Asian country. We have an abundance of herbs and
resources.
Exactly.
So I believe that it has to do with your education background too, right?
No, that sort of adds up to it.
Okay.
Because that was like after SPM, right? I was still a student. I had no knowledge of biotech engineering whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was just interested, so I was exploring things. And then I studied biotech engineering, and even though that course doesn't teach us how to make skincare, it actually teaches us to learn about how ingredients react to the human skin, why it reacts, what happens when you mix this and this and this.
Yeah.
So basically, it sort of made it so much easier for me to formulate my products.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but even then though, I didn't plan on selling. I didn't plan to start a business selling handmade skincare.
Okay.
But it was my friends, my classmates actually, who sort of encouraged me to start selling these because I've been using the handmade products since after high school until that point, which was I was in my final year in my degree.
So it was your product?
It's all my product and my formulation. But yeah, I was using on myself, and then my friends encouraged me to start selling. So that's when I sort of explored the world of business, selling the products that I made for myself.
That is amazing. Very inspiring story. So, actually, I forgot to mention. What we have right in front of us, if you can see from the camera, are some of the products from Natural Wonders. Also, just heads up, this episode is sponsored by Natural Wonders. If Natural Wonders didn't sponsor this episode, we wouldn't be having this episode.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what Natural Wonders is, it's basically like a heaven for skincare products. If you have sensitive skin, if you have issues with hair fall, hair loss, if you're balding, which is actually quite common. Honestly speaking, I was balding once and I've been using one of the products, specifically the rosemary shampoo,
I need that one.
together with the scalp tonic. So I've just been using these two. I haven't tried anything else yet, but it worked for me, if you can see.
Yeah.
So for me, I can vouch for this one because I'm like a living testimony for it. And also another thing to mention is like these products are natural, and if you have eczema or psoriasis or any skin rashes problems or whatever, the ingredients in here are safe. So like for example, there's ginger extract, there's ginseng extract, and also biotin for hair growth. So if you feel like you would want to give it a go, try this product if you haven't yet. I highly recommend you to try it because this product is locally grown, made in Malaysia. And if you want to find out more about Natural Wonders, you can visit their TikTok or Instagram or visit their website at www.naturalwondersmalaysia.com. #support local.
Yeah, support local. Excited with that part.
So actually, before we started doing this podcast, we were arranging all the questions from our listeners, our audience, to try to make sure that we can actually fit all of the questions in one podcast. So we broke it down to several categories. We'll start with the journey of how she starts the business, and then the in-depth about the business strategy and operations for those business people out there who can relate to, maybe you can get some tips. And then we've got some special questions for you at the end. So make sure you stay until the end of the episode because you really don't want to miss out on this one. So to start off with this episode officially, the main subject, the main topic besides the business of Natural Wonders is actually to answer the question of women in business, young entrepreneur women in business, because most of us are aware that there is this notion where there's very little or no trust with women in doing business, and the respect they get in the workplace, compare it to like running a business, and trying to compare the times back then and the time now in the present moment. Is it any different? And also there's this sort of like a debate where career women intimidates some of the men out there, and it's a bit hard to put it. Basically, some men feels intimidated by career-driven women. And also begs the question, does career women feel any attraction to men who are not at their level? So those are the spicy questions that we are going to dive deep into this podcast and trying to find out a little bit more. And maybe if you guys have any questions or if you disagree with any of our claims or whatever, just drop them down in the comment section below. So without any further ado, let's jump into the first question. So we have a question from Diana Natasha. Diana asked, how did you build it from scratch?
So basically, my friends inspired me to explore selling the products that I made. So there were 4 of us at the time because my friends wanted to join in on this business because I didn't want to do it alone, obviously, because I was still a kid. Not really a kid lah. I was 23 at the time. So 3 of my besties, we were all in the same class. We were all studying biotech engineering. So 3 of them joined me. So there were 4 of us co-founders. We all chipped in 150 ringgit to start off the business. So basically we have a capital of 600 ringgit. 600 ringgit to start off this entire empire of skincare business. So we did. I think the first product we launched was the flower tea and the rose face mist. We still have the rose face mist until today, but we've discontinued the flower tea just recently, but that's okay. So from there, we just sort of like, actually, we started the entire business by selling it within the campus only. We only marketed in the Facebook group for IIUM students and IIUM community. And then we didn't even ship the products to anywhere. We literally just send the products by hand to anyone who purchases it online.
How was the sale?
It was, since we were doing it like a side hustle thing for students, we only made about 400 to 500 ringgit a month. And there are months when we just completely paused the business because we were focusing on exams and stuff. So, yeah.
For a startup business, and then your capital was like 650.
600 ringgit.
600 ringgit, and then you get like 400 to 500 ringgit per month for the sales. That one is like net sales or?
Yeah, the revenue.
The revenue.
Yeah, it's not the profit.
Oh, okay. So,
but back then also, we didn't really know how to manage business. So whatever we made, we just split it 4 ways.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah. It's not even the profit, it's the revenue.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah,
that's true. Since you started like from zero to hero, right? I would love to know like what kind of challenges that you faced during that time, like from the starting point till now.
Okay, if I'm being quite frank, my parents didn't support my business, so I feel like that was the biggest challenge that I had to face when I was
exclusive announcement. You know, all of this, your parents support.
Parents never support me.
But it's true though, because this is not something rare. It doesn't just happen to me, because apparently it happens to a lot of my other business friends who started their businesses from scratch as well.
Because Asian parents, right?
Yeah, what Asian parent would support their daughter who spent 6 years studying for a degree and then graduated and not want to work as whatever she studied for. So that makes sense. Like, even if I was a parent, I might have that kind of disagreement with my children as well.
It's hard to trust like your kid suddenly wants to jump into business.
Yeah, that's true. So when I was starting the business, that was one of the biggest challenges because I had a lot of pressure from people. A lot of people didn't even believe in the products that I made because I don't know, it's a handmade thing, man. Like, and then I also have the thinking that if I could whip up some products from my parents' kitchen, anybody can. Yeah. And if anybody can make the products themselves, then why would they buy it from me? So that was another mentality that I had to change. And I have my friends to support me on that because they're the ones who encouraged me to actually pursue this business. So they told me that even though maybe everybody can make the products themselves, it doesn't mean everybody want to make their own product. And it's going to be very costly for you to make just a small batch for your personal use, right? So might as well just buy it when you already trust the brand, just buy a complete set like that. So that was then. That was the challenges back then. Right now, obviously, my parents already supported me now. They're proud of me now.
Yeah, it's usually like that. Like they just want to see results.
Yeah, but okay, so right now the challenges that I face after running the business for 9 years, I think
mental health.
Mental health was more of when I was starting. So now I guess to expand, to learn how to manage a business, the staffs. So a lot of things I have to learn on how to manage a business. So that's a different challenge.
So it's been 10 years. I mean, you learn a lot. Lesson learned. So
exactly.
Now it's more like, not to say it's relaxing, but you can handle it.
Yeah.
Sort of like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I believe that you are introvert.
I am a very introverted person.
So how do you deal with it? Like, you are in the business world, like, as an introvert.
Personally, I believe like it doesn't matter if you're an introvert or an extrovert.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve something, you just have to go for it.
Okay.
You just put aside whatever belief you may have in yourself and just go for it. Like, I'm an introvert. I have social anxiety when I have to go attend an event or I have to meet people, or even when we do our pop-up booth for the brand and I have to be there. I get so panicky when people recognize me. That's why I don't put my face in the social media. So, but I told myself, I'm doing this for my business. I need to do this. So I have to put aside whatever thing that I'm scared about, whatever is in my head, whatever I'm overthinking about, and just do it. It's for your own good. It's for your own baby.
So even after 10 years, has any of the challenges that you face because you're an introvert still present until today, or has it been getting any better?
Of course. I think, of course, it's improving a little bit, but I still have a lot of challenges for being an introvert. Like, like running a social media account. All of my staffs continuously told me that I should start showing my face. I should do live stream showing my face and just let people know that I'm the founder of Natural Wonders. But I still can't do that until today. I don't want people to know how I look like. I feel so insecure.
There's cameras everywhere.
This is one of the sacrifices I have to do.
After 10 years. For the baby. The review.
So, after all 10 years, right? What's the biggest lesson that you learned in this business?
That's a good one, actually. It doesn't... You just go for it. Like, it doesn't matter how many people doubt you or how many people try to pull you down. Just go for it if you believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, what matters is that you believe in you.
That's very wholesome. Wholesome. Okay, how about we dive into the business strategy and operations part of the discussion. So a lot of people who are running businesses, for example, similar to skincare products, like for us, we also run businesses like an architecture company. And my own perspective, I see that businesses has similarities. Like even if you are running a completely different kind of business, but there is a language to it. So I'm sure a lot of you who are running businesses as well might want to know. So maybe we can have you to share a little bit about how your inner mechanics of Natural Wonders over the years and how it evolved.
Soalan nak tanya strategi.
Tak ada benda tu.
Petani lah pun dia.
Okay. To put it simple, what's your strategy for your business in trying to reach your goals?
Okay, so obviously you have to do your own plans, and I do my sort of marketing plans or business strategy plans once a year, usually. But it's not set in stone though. You can still change it along the way. For example, like after the second quarter or the third quarter of the year, you feel like this is not working out, you have to do something else, you have to change, then just go for it. But of course, you have to put a lot of plans to it. You have to plan beforehand. You have to like really picture what the entire year of next year is going to be like. That is sort of my strategy. I know a lot of business owners might not agree with that because a lot of people still believe in business plans, something that I don't do. But it still works though.
If it works for her,
macam bahaya.
tercancel.
Dia ni tak boleh percaya ni main. Okay. So basically, I still plan everything for the next year, for the entire of next year. And that's what I always do every single year. Because at least you will know what challenges you are going to have and what challenges you have fought through before. So, and also it saves you a lot of time and a lot of trouble of not making enough sales or like not being prepared for what's to come.
So trying to predict your near future without necessarily having to map out your entire plan.
Yeah,
works.
something like that. It works.
But okay, how do you compete with other brands? Like, what makes Natural Wonders? Other than other brand.
Actually, if you ask me though, my motto is just to be yourself. Even with your brand needs a character, and your brand's character needs to be itself.
It's like a person.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Like a person. So I don't like to follow trends. I like to set my own trend. So a lot of people like to jump in on the whatever trend is going on. Like for example, if that year the hype is facial serum, everybody want to come up with facial serum. If that year you get the idea, right? Yep. So I don't do that. Because to me, if you're always trying to chase a trend, you will always be chasing it. Yeah. And then you're always one step behind. I don't do that. I like to set my own trend, and then I don't care whatever people are hyping about. I will do whatever I feel like I want to launch in that year, and then I will be the trend. And then a lot of other small businesses will start to join in the trend and then come up with their own version of the products.
Someone has to start the trend.
Exactly. And if you're always coming up with your own ideas, with your own products, you will always be one step in front.
So you not really agree with following trend?
Exactly.
Following trend is, I mean, it's not totally wrong, right?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
But it helps you to boost your sales and marketing because the trend at that moment is trending.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the one thing people are hyping about. It's the one thing everybody wants to buy and try. It's good, but it's also very risky.
Okay.
For example, what if you're just about to join this trend, you already produce a big amount of the stock, and then suddenly the trend has changed to something else because it is so unpredictable. Trends are so unpredictable. You can't know when it's going to end, when something new is going to pop out. So when that happens, it's very risky.
So one of the questions that was asked by one of our audience, her name is Nadia Mahmood, asked if you have a lab.
No, since Natural Wonders is a handmade skincare business, we do not have our own lab, but we do have our own manufacturing site in Bukit Jelutong. It is where we make everything because all of our products are handmade. We don't have machineries, we don't have labs and stuff. Everything is literally handmade.
So it's literally like air tangan lah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And water.
Yeah, we have a production facility.
Oh, okay. So another one of the questions is, if you were to compare between natural products and chemical products, which one is better and how would you say it's better?
Well, coming from my biotech engineering background, I wouldn't say chemical-based products are bad. It's not fair to say that to chemical-based products because they exist for a reason. But natural-based skincare products are obviously safer in terms of lesser carbon footprint, lesser allergy reaction or adverse reaction to your skin. Oh yeah, and natural-based products, you always get some extra benefits from it. For example, if you use aloe vera to treat your sunburn, aloe vera can also help shrink your acne. Aloe vera can also help moisten your skin or hydrate your skin. So you get extra benefits compared to chemical-based products, which are usually made to target just one issue. For example, if you have acne, you use an acne solution just for the acne. It doesn't help you with anything else like hydrating your skin or moisturizing your skin. You have to mix several different ingredients, several different chemical-based ingredients to cater to those different issues.
It's like making medicine like steroid creams.
Exactly.
The side effects.
Yeah. But then again, also, if your skin is sensitive towards one ingredient, even though it's a natural ingredient like aloe vera, right? A lot of people are actually allergic to aloe vera and they're not aware of it.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah. You get swollen lips, you get redness, you get everything. Itchiness. So even though the ingredient is good and is all natural and it has so many to offer to us humans, if your body is rejecting it, that's it for you. You can't use it.
It's just not for you.
Yeah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And in that case, if you're allergic to that, you can go to the chemical-based substitute, which is perhaps safer for you. And then also, okay, back in the days, maybe the chemical industry was a little more dangerous because, you know, they use
It's not really
chemical.
tested.
Yeah, it's not monitored properly. It's not tested, and they use it to. They don't really have like proper guidelines and safety usage precautions for all the chemicals in skincare. But nowadays, they use chemicals because we have a lot of technology now, right? They use chemicals for safer things. For example, mica. Are you familiar with mica? The glittery colorants people put in skincare and cosmetics?
Your car.
Mica. M-I-C-A.
Not yolk.
Yeah. So mica, it exists naturally in Earth, I think in caves. It exists naturally, and India is one of the largest producers of mica.
Oh, mica is a plant.
No, it's an earth material. It's like
Soil.
it's not really soil.
Mineral.
Mineral. Yeah, but harvesting mica from earth is very, very dangerous. It's poisonous. It has a lot of impurities. Even when you process it, it's still not safe enough to be used in skincare and cosmetics. But it's natural.
Yeah.
That is if you want to go for the natural source. And also, they also use a lot of child labor there to harvest mica, so that's another bad thing about it. But using the modern technology, they could synthesize mica in the lab without the use of child labor. And then it is completely free from all of the earthly impurities. So you don't have to go through the cleaning process to make it safe for the skin. It's already safe because it's synthetic.
Yeah.
But it is made with from chemical-based ingredients. In this case, the chemical substitute is actually better than the natural one. So that's why I say chemical-based products are not all bad, and natural-based products are not always all good.
So
You have
in
to
the end,
weigh
it
the
all
pros
comes
and
down
cons.
to whether or not you are highly informed about the differences between natural products and chemical-based products. It's still up to preferences. And if you happen to kind of lean towards natural, you believe in all the benefits of natural products, then you naturally probably lean towards that compared to chemical-based products.
Yeah, true. And then actually, you would know what your skin likes and don't like. If your skin loves the natural products, it works well and healthier with the natural based products, then go for that. If your skin is rejecting, you have allergies to this, to that, to this, to that, then don't risk it.
How do we know that at first? Like, our
Allergy?
skin, yeah.
Most probably by trial and error.
Okay.
Because like you will never know if you're allergic to coconuts until you try coconuts.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, unfortunately that's how it is.
What about you, Min?
What?
Which one do you prefer? Natural based products or
I
chemical?
never had like natural product before.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never tried Natural Wonders?
I tried one. I tried once. The small one. The small one.
The mini shampoo.
Yeah, the mini shampoo. It's just a small portion, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not working yet lah. But I think I would love to try that, the big one. I choke that one.
She's been eyeing at that shampoo since the beginning.
Dari awal dah tanya.
This is free.
Is this for Mindle?
Sponsored.
Oh, okay. Like I never knew that, like, because last time I believed that all the natural products are good, and then all those chemicals for a long term maybe it's really bad. But yeah, there is like pros and cons lah.
Yeah, true.
Using natural products and chemical.
To me, I actually like chemical based products, but I love the natural products. It's like the way I see it is chemically based products are strong.
Yeah.
Like, so if you've got a rash and you just really want something chemical to get rid of that, like Clorox or something. Yeah, so that's some of the cases that I would go for chemically based products. But me as a person, I have naturally sensitive skin and everything about my body is sensitive. So so the way I see natural products, it's gentle. And I also believe in those traditional medicine like Miagamat. It's like going back.
How long you've been using like natural products?
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning of Natural Wonders.
Since I was 17 and you were 16 and you were my lab rat.
I was the guinea pig.
Okay.
So to answer that question, if she has a lab, she has. She had test subjects.
I used to make him use like buckets loads of handmade body scrubs to brighten your skin.
And then from time to time, I experience rejection, my skin rejection, and I get like flare ups. So I'm the one who writes the report.
That's how you know. That's how you know you're not okay with it.
But at least you're not balding anymore, right?
Yeah,
That's why
it finally worked.
So it works.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it works. Like, without really having to go through any side effects or rejection. It's not saying that all of her products has side effects. It's just when she was starting out 10 years ago.
Oh no, that was more than 10 years ago because I was 17 when I first started. That was 15 years ago?
15 years ago.
Oh, that was risky for like 17 years old girl.
Experimenting in my mom's kitchen.
So, for those who don't know, she is actually my sister. So
that explains a lot of the lab rat thing.
when you start a business and you don't have money to hire guinea pigs, you use your siblings.
True though. Luckily, I'm the elder sister, so I have 2 guinea pigs to play with.
Okay. We go back to our next question. So, what is your bestseller now? Best-selling product?
It's this one, hair growth tonic.
Hair growth tonic. Okay.
Yeah,
show it to the camera.
This one is the hair growth tonic.
What does it do?
It focuses on boosting. There's basically just two functions for it. It boosts your hair growth and it reduces hair fall.
How does that work? How does it work scientifically?
Okay, so basically we use a lot of hair boosting ingredients. Okay, this is gonna get a little sciencey, so bear with me.
Okay.
So basically what the ingredients does, we have ginseng extract, ginger extract, rosemary extract, horsetail extract, and also
Hold
biotin.
on a second. Horsetail extract. Is it like horse? Is it?
Ekor kuda. No, it's not.
Okay.
Chill.
Pick one horsetail. So what's
No.
it? Is it? What's it?
Horsetail extract is actually, I think it's a species of bamboo, but it's a
Okay.
very, very tiny bamboo. You can plant it in a pot. Our mom has it in the garden.
Oh,
Also, you just pick it.
No,
You just
no,
pick from
no,
the
that
garden.
No, I don't chew it. My mom's one. I think it's more widely grown in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. And so yeah, it's a species of bamboo. So these ingredients combined together, it helps improve the blood circulation on the skin. So when you apply it to your scalp, it improves blood circulation on your scalp. And the science behind it is that every cell in our body needs oxygen to work, right? And blood transports oxygen. So when you improve the blood circulation in your body, obviously the oxygen gets transported much faster, more efficient, and when the cells in your hair follicles get enough oxygen, it can operate better. So when it's healthy, it operates better at its peak. It can push out healthier hair, new hair strands. That's why after using the tonic, you will start to see new baby hair growing in your hair. And then your current hair grows longer, faster. And then when that happens, it also reduces the hair fall because the quality of hair that your scalp is pushing out are like the high quality one. So it grips the hair better, it's stronger, so it falls lesser. So that's why.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, huh? And all that using natural products.
So, if you guys have been following, stay tuned for several episodes after this to see the difference after Amin's been using it.
Yeah, life testimony.
Yeah.
It's not that
So
bad.
basically, if I finish this bottle, I will have my whole hair back.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Because our guarantee is that when you can start checking for the results after finishing one bottle. And one bottle should last you ngam for 1 month if you use once a day. And we do encourage our customers to use it at least once a day.
Once a day.
Yeah, you can use it more.
Okay.
The more the better. And you'll finish the bottle faster and you can see the results faster.
Alright.
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 The science checks out.
You can see the results on Amin after this.
So for those who are wondering, like small businesses, do they really know what they're doing, especially for like skincare products, right? Like are they just mixing stuff, or are they just gonna order it from another company to manufacture it and then they just sell it again? In some cases or most cases, people actually do that. But for Natural Wonders in particular, since I basically grew up with her, she studied biochem and biotech engineering, and she applied those science behind it and the logic behind it to produce those products with hypotheses and test subjects to back it up. So if you are having doubts about whether or not these products are, or is it legit, you can ask more questions about the science behind it if you just drop the question on the comment section below. We'll get her to answer.
How much will I get paid for that?
Okay, next question. Let's talk about your future goals. We understand that you don't plan that far. You kind of plan like near future. So why not? Let's just talk about that. What's the plans for Natural Wonders in the future?
Okay, so it's not that near of a future that we planned for. But I do see Natural Wonders growing worldwide, internationally, because that has always been my dream. And that is actually currently in our plan for next year.
Next year.
For the near future. We're gonna try to export our products starting with the hair growth tonic and the rosemary shampoo, the hair growth complete set. And we're aiming for Southeast Asian countries first, like Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, and
Vietnam.
The rest. Yeah, and then maybe expand to the rest of the world, depending on which opportunity we get first. So currently that is our main aim for now. We really want to just stabilize our product and do all the requirements to export it to somewhere else.
What else? What else?
I mean, the export thing is a big thing. It's gonna take out the whole year to settle that.
Do you really think 1 year is enough time for you to set up or smoothly operate the export?
I think it should be enough time because we're already starting the plans right now. We're already contacting the relevant parties to learn about exports and stuff. So, and the products are already there. Everything is already tested, is already shelf stable. We already handled the manufacturing part. We can mass produce. So right now we're just looking for contacts to export and ways to export to the countries, and then handle the paperworks.
So is it like supplying for shops that sells organic or natural products, or are you planning to open your own shop one day in another country?
The best way, my dream is to have my own shop in another country, but if that is unachievable in the near future, then we're opting to find distributors in that country. Actually, there are several ways to do that, and opening a shop is one of it, and getting a distributor in that country is another one. So several ways to do that.
Do you supply to any local retails?
We did actually, but it's also a trial and error kind of thing, because last time we supplied to a local pharmacy. Unfortunately, the sales were bad.
Okay.
So we had to pull back all of the products, and the sales were better when we were handling it online.
Okay.
So because of that, we stopped joining any stores unless if they become our reseller. They purchase our products in bulk, wholesale, and then they resell it there. If it's by consignment, because a lot of shops in Malaysia, they want consignment-based products. They just allow us to put our products there, and then they take a cut of the sales whenever they make a sale, but they don't really help in terms of marketing or in terms of promotions. No, they still leave that up to us. So we still have to do the marketing for their shop. So that's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
So at the moment right now, we're not consigned to any stores in Malaysia anymore. I think the last one was the Pastels shop, but we've ended that contract also in this year.
Yep.
So right now it's just us, Natural Wonders online. We don't really have a distributor yet. But we are actively joining beauty events and pop-up booths in malls. So you can find us. Actually, you can follow our social media closely, because we will always announce whenever we're joining a pop-up booth or event.
We have another question from a viewer actually. They might not be prepared for this question, but I'm going to ask anyways.
Okay.
It's from Kamaruddin Jamal from Kedah. He asks about your business and how does Natural Wonders impact humanity and human advancement.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of random. How does it impact humanity? Okay, since we sell all natural plant-based skincare products, and our specialty is actually for we make products for sensitive skin, eczema and psoriasis. So we provide like a good alternative for people who can't afford to spend on international brands for that kind of skin type. Because this is actually a niche that people...
Niche.
It's a niche.
Niche.
Because it's a niche that people... What are you letting I can't see that.
Focus.
So, because that is a niche that people... Like, it's hard for you to find products for that kind of skin type. in anywhere. But nowadays we have a lot lah. But that is something that we cater to the people. We provide an option. Especially another thing is because we're a local brand. So now with all the boycotting happens, it's a good option. So you can still eliminate all those boycotted brands and still support local.
So you're basically saying you can offer premium products of the same, if not better quality than most of the branded skincare products out there.
Exactly, yeah.
So it basically helps in the economy.
Exactly, you're actually supporting your own local economy. And another thing is that everything we make here in Natural Wonders, we get the sources also locally. So we support the local suppliers for the ingredients, for the packaging, even for printing, for labeling. We also outsourced from China, but only for a few products, like I think 2 or 3 category of products. But the rest of Natural Wonders is 100% local. We make everything in-house. We also give job opportunities to local students for the part-timers and local Malaysians for the jobs.
What's the price range though?
It's between 30 ringgit to 95 ringgit.
Depending on the bottles, the size of the bottle, the biggest bottle that you have.
It's not the biggest bottle. Actually, the most expensive product is the tonic, even though it's not that big.
Okay.
It's 95 ringgit. The cheapest we have is the face mist, 30 ringgit.
Face mist.
Yeah.
I think you have here, right?
No, I didn't bring it. Yeah, this one is all the hair care products.
Okay. I mean, you guys can check it out on their website and also
Shopee and TikTok.
Okay, Shopee. And
Support local. So basically, if you buy things from Natural Wonders, you're also supporting about a dozen other local businesses. We also collaborate with local businesses, so that's another good thing. You're really boosting your own economy.
Yeah, I think it's good to have this sort of awareness for the why we should be supporting our local brands, because I believe that that's how the country can develop.
Yeah, that's true.
Support local.
Support local.
Okay, we don't have much time, so let's kind of move to the next one as fast as we can. So, how is life for a young female entrepreneur running a natural skincare business in Malaysia? Like in summary.
In a summary. Actually, since this is because my business is still within the beauty category, a lot of the entrepreneurs in this category are still women though, so I don't find it that much challenging compared to if I were to open a business in a different line, right? But it's still quite challenging to be a woman in the business industry, because whenever you join seminars or workshops or I don't know, networking community, whatever it is, most of them are men. And being a young female
beauty line.
No, because usually for the workshops or seminars, it's
the business talk.
It's a mix of different sort of categories.
So that's basically like your summary.
Summarize everything.
Yeah. So basically, we still have our challenges, but it's not that bad in the beauty community.
So like you get by as a woman throughout your journey running a business, the challenges, the disrespect, do you face that kind of challenges?
Disrespect, not really though. Because I think in the business world, you have to be professional. The disrespect might come from other people who are not from business background, but in the business world itself, it's actually okay. Yeah, you have to be professional.
We've got a question from Megat Jamil. So, Megat Jamil asks, why did you pick entrepreneurship rather than working in the 9 to 5?
That's actually a question I asked myself once. Because when I was at a low point in the business, I get scared every time it approaches end of the month. I have to pay salaries, I have to, commitments and stuff. And I have to think about where am I going to get the money, especially if we don't make enough sales. And then I question myself, like, why don't I just work a 9 to 5 job? I don't have to worry about any of this.
Yeah.
And then I remember that this was my choice. I consciously made this choice because I don't want to work with people. I am not good with following timelines and orders from the higher ups. I do things according to my own will and whatever I want to do. So it's my conscious choice. So I'm sticking to it because that's what I want. Because I know that this is, for the longer run, this is what I really want to do for the rest of my life.
Do you think business is for everyone?
Definitely no. No. If you don't have the mindset for it, if you don't have the willpower for it, actually, and if you're just downright not interested in business, then don't. Just don't.
Yeah. Can I agree with it?
Yeah. So it's either work in an office or 9 to 5 job or business.
Yeah, actually a lot of people prefer the 9 to 5 jobs because they know, like, at the end of the month there is a set amount of money they're always gonna get.
Because
it's
of
easy.
the hype of business itself. People think that business is glamorous job, but actually it's really dark. It's really, sometimes you're alone, and then sometimes because of you sacrifice a lot of things, right? You sacrifice your time, you sacrifice relationship, So I agree with you. Business is not for everyone. Business is glamorous until you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, that's very true.
Yeah. Nowadays, I've seen a lot of teenagers, young students. They really want to do business, but little that they know that it's not for anyone.
Yeah.
Right? Because he thinks that because of the hype of the social media, you've seen people driving Lamborghini, Ferrari, but they don't know the hard work behind it. They don't know the sacrifice that we do for the business, right?
Exactly.
So,
it's never easy. It's never sunshine and butterflies.
Yeah.
All the hardship people don't really show on social media.
Yeah,
so kids get the illusion that running a business, being a business owner is all fun and games. You just start to sell something and then people will buy. It's never the case.
No.
That is never the case. You have to put in a lot of work.
It's hard.
If people always think like macam all these businessmen are kaya, rich and all, right? Oh, you have a lot of businessmen, what?
I mean, if you made it to that point, then congratulations to you. But not a lot of people. A lot of people actually fit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But 80 to 90% of businesses feed, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, true.
If you ask me, should people do business? Is business for everyone? Okay, obviously it's not for everyone, but I think everyone should try to do business to get out of your comfort zone for self-development. Because if you're a horrible person, or if you're an arrogant person, or if you're stubborn, I think going through the hardship humbles you. And I think it's necessary for everyone to just grab that lesson in life.
I don't really agree with you though.
Really?
Business is really not for everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've met the kind of people like who are just not interested in business before, but I have. And some of them, no matter how much you try to encourage them to start a business, just follow your passion, just do this, just do that, you're gonna love it at the end of the day. No, they're just not gonna do it because they don't want to get out of their comfort zone, and second, like, why go through all those mess when you already have a stable job?
You have to taste the hardship.
Not everybody wants that though.
Of course, nobody wants it. Not everyone wants it. But I feel, especially the ones that doesn't want it, should try it
I get your point.
to learn a lesson. So, because I've met people who's never been in business, but loves to tell you that you're wrong.
That is true.
I feel like those people are the ones who just try. Just try it. Then you shut up, you know what I mean?
That is
I get
true.
where you're going.
Usually the people who don't know much are the people who has the most to say.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. But you don't have to force them to run a business though. That's sick. What a waste of space. Don't do that.
Shall we jump into the main sensitive question?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so this question has been asked by many people, so I'm not gonna just pick names. So the question is, how do you feel about the stereotype that successful career women intimidate men, and what's your view on this dynamic personal relationship?
Wow. Well, quite frankly though, not all men will be intimidated by successful career-driven women.
True.
Actually, I think this happened a lot back in our parents' days, in the baby boomers and Gen X era. But I feel like in our era onwards, millennials onwards, people start to open up their minds a lot about having women being successful in their career as well. So there are still some people, some men who don't agree with it.
Yeah.
They still don't like to see women being too successful, their wives being a workaholic. Some men still don't like that. And I mean, you do you, bro. If you don't like it, then don't go for the career-driven women. But, and also, another thing is, if you feel intimidated by successful career-driven women, I mean, if you feel intimidated by it, then I mean, you should ask yourself why. Why do you feel intimidated in the first place? Have you what kind of person did you meet before that gave you this picture of every career-driven women have this kind of personality? And if it boils down to not liking her character, then that's really unfair, because you can't just say all career-driven women has this same character. That's really
That's
not
a
fair.
personal problem.
Exactly, that sounds like a you problem.
It's a you problem.
Yeah.
So, what about as entrepreneurs or career women like you? How would you view men who are not on the same quote-unquote level with you?
Actually, I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, in terms of relationship, if I were to have a relationship with them, is that the question?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I don't mind. I don't mind if the guy is less successful than me, but you have to have the mindset of willing to compensate it in the relationship. If you provide less, if you can't be the provider of the family, basically, you have to compensate in other areas the things that you would expect the woman to do. For example, if I am more successful, I can provide for the family. You have to take care of the kids. You have to take care of the house. You have to learn how to cook and cook for us. Yeah, compensation. Like, if you cannot provide for the family, for your wife and kids, and you still expect the wife to treat you like a king, you don't provide anything, you don't want to help with the household chores and stuff, you don't want to help with raising the kids, but you still expect the king treatment without giving the queen treatment to your wife.
Yeah.
It's really unfair. It's not going to be a balanced relationship. Of course, you're going to get fights, and it's not going to be a happy marriage. So yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how successful or less successful you are. It's just how you're willing to compensate. Like, what do you bring to the table in terms of in that relationship?
Okay.
Got it.
What's your take?
Yeah, Amy is oddly quiet today.
No, I'm coughing. I think I don't mind if my wife is successful than me, and I really agree with whatever Raihan said, because whatever it is, it has to be balanced between husband and wife. Let's say your wife is working 9 to 5, and then your husband is entrepreneur, and then as an entrepreneur, we don't have 9 to 5 working duration. It has to be balanced in a way that a husband still need to provide. His husband still need to provide, and then for the wife, is just for maybe help some whatever gap that the husband leave. Meaning that, let's say your husband already cover the pampers and stuff, and then the wife, cover other stuff lah, basically. So. It has to be balanced, and for me, I don't mind if my wife, be successful, and I really grateful. And then if my wife is a successful person, and I don't. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous because of she's more successful than me. I'm happy for her, because if that she wants it, if she wants to have that kind of life, if she wants to be successful in her life, I'm okay with it. As long as it must be balanced between husband and wife, because now if you have kids and stuff, then you have to, a lot of things have to consider. So I'm okay with it.
Because actually your partner or your spouse is a reflection of you, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a successful woman by your side, what does that tell about you, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna look good beside her. You're gonna look like, wow, you can be in that kind of energy. So you must be something good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be intimidated.
That's a very healthy and positive way to look at it.
What about you, Farhan? Like, would you feel intimidated being beside a successful, career-driven woman?
I don't think so. I feel like for me, it's not about money. It's not about what you bring to the table. It's just about you as a person. Like, what are your features, your characteristics, your values. I can make more than her, she can make more than me. It doesn't really matter, Because for me, I think it's always like if one of us had a problem about something, Like if you're talking about conversation and like how each of you are contributing to the relationship or something, I think anything can be a problem. It doesn't have to be
That's
money.
very true though.
Yeah.
It can be like, your husband doesn't want to help clean the kitchen. But, he might be making more money than you. Either way, money is not involved, money is involved, whatever. Money is just the most common thing to put on the table for argument. But it's actually not about money. I think it's just the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. The relationship needs to have balance.
Ellen.
Balance. Libra thing.
Embrace Libra, Aquarius.
It's Libra season right now. Farhan's also a Libra, if you didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Libra or Libris?
He's October Libra. I'm a September Libra.
Oh, okay.
I'm the cool one, is the...
Yeah. Libra people, chill. Chill like that, yeah. So that wraps up all the questions that we have. I mean, as much as we can cover. I hope that answers most of your questions for those who submitted questions. Thank you for leaving questions.
Yeah, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Mindle Podcast.
Yeah, and
thank you for coming.
Free gift.
And sponsoring.
The sponsor. Okay. You might see me different Emin in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with long hair.
Oh, he used to have long hair. We put it in the on the screen.
No need.
Oh yeah. So, do you have anything you want to announce to all your followers or new potential followers?
I do actually. So if you haven't followed us already on social media, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And if you have followed Natural Wonders for a while now, you must already know that we just launched our newest product, the scalp oil. Woo! And the best part about our scalp oil is that it's an easy rinse formula. It's an easy rinse formula, so you don't have to worry about your hair being greasy, your scalp being greasy. You don't have to worry about how many times you have to wash your hair with shampoo after applying it, because it's an easy rinse formula. It washes off easily with water. Literally just water. You don't even have to use anything else. So go grab yours before it gets sold out. The hair growth one is the bestseller with real rosemary leaves inside. So yeah, this one is always sold out. So if you see it available on any of our online platforms, go ahead and grab it before it sells out again.
Oh, one more thing. We are actually giving away some to the lucky draw from some of you guys. So leave a comment down in the comment section, whether you're watching it on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. We'll pick one of you guys to give away some of Natural Wonders product.
Wow! I did not know that. This is a surprise even for me.
There's more than what we are showing on this table.
So Amy can't steal the shampoo and tonic then. Oh.
Drop a comment.
Okay lah. I'm the first person drop comment. Before you even post it, I drop comment. I think that's it. Again, thank you for coming, Raihan, to our podcast, our humble podcast. Again, dah repeat sekali kali lah. Apa lah?
Finish. Okay, so thank you for joining us again for another episode of Mindle Podcast. And once again, this episode wouldn't be made possible without our sponsor, Natural Wonders.
Yay.
Don't forget to visit their website. Again, we're just going to put it down there on the website. Okay, so if you got any questions, have you got anything you want to say, share with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. And hit the bell icon so that you won't miss out on another episode. So, this is Mindle Podcast, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yay, bye.
Peace.
Yay, we did it.
That's a wrap.